here. Welcome to Windchaser on Farming Simulator 19. And since last episode, kept on harvesting here. Also continuing to work on plowing up field 4 here. We're almost done with that field, so hopefully maybe this episode will get into a little planting here as well. But one thing we need to do here this episode, and I mentioned it last episode, we need some sort of storage facility for our crops. Combine is, of course, filling up there slowly but surely. Again, slowly but surely. I'm not sure what's taking him so long, but yes, we need a silo. And I was mentioning this last episode. Here's a couple different silos. We got, oh, I don't have enough money. I can't even see what that one looks like. I think, is that, forget if that's like the really big one. We got some Brock 1.2 million liter bins used for storing crops. Yeah, that's definitely a fairly good sized bin there. What else do we got? The SCS big silo. I think that's probably the one I'm going to go with here. We got a feeding silo. Of course, got the Silo King there. That's always a good one to fall back on. I thought I had one other one here as well. I'm not seeing it. Okay, yeah, not seeing it. This is fine, though. I think we'll probably... Whoa, oops. Okay. I wasn't necessarily planning on placing that there. Yes, well, I suppose that'll work. Hey, you know what, let's, okay, don't you hate, I wish there was an undo button. Be nice if there was an undo button. I suppose I could exit the save game, but, wait, I got 2 of these? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's because there's one already on the map. There we go. Now, why is that one worth so much more than the one I just placed down? Because this one is 55,000. Is that a slightly different version of it or something? I don't know. Okay, let's not click here accidentally this time. Yes. And then I want to rotate that. I thought we'd put it right about here somewhere. I think this fits kind of nicely right in this little grassy section here. At least I thought it did. We'll put it right down there. And then we're just going to do a little landscaping here. Let's... switch to painting mode. So painting mode here is, oh, let's see what's here. Yes, we want painting mode. What do we actually want to put down here? That's the question. Ground type. Let me just take a look here. Let's zoom in. That probably not. That. Like that kind of, well, it doesn't quite match. That matches what is here. So we put down, I think we should just put down what's here. That seems like that'll work for me. Maybe leave a little green around the silos there. Apparently I can't get in right next to the silos, can I? There we go. Okay, call that good. That'll work. Yeah, so it's not all the same. We got a little grass around the silos here yet. And looks like we should be able to get up in there just about in time here too, because looks like the combine is almost full. Speaking of almost full, I realized I might have a problem here, everyone. I purchased this truck and trailer, which apparently I cannot tab to or find on the map there. Probably because he's right along the edge. Yeah, there he is. That, yeah, I thought this might be a nice truck and trailer, but I realized this might not be a good choice for Courseplay. Not to mention this truck has the camera problem. I need to look into that, see if I can fix that. Probably something simple that the mod author screwed up. Mod author screwing up, what a surprise. But, yeah, we'll see if we can maybe fix that. Because, again, the truck itself looks quite nice. Peterbilt, this is the 389, I think. Always one of my favorite trucks. Okay, so let's create a Courseplay course here a minute. This looks like about as good a spot as any to create one. Actually, you know what? To be safe here, I'm actually going to create it out on this outcropping of the field here. Otherwise, if I start it in that corner and Courseplay goes to try to get to the opposite side of the field here, He's going to try to drive through that building. Well, he might try to drive through the building. That definitely would not end well. Let's start course recording. And we'll just drive across the street here. Yeah, it'd be nice. This is literally as far up as I can look. It'd be nice if I could look up. Oh, this silo might have a problem. Ah, yes. The, if I'm not mistaken, the fill and the... Oh, we're going to have to do some terraforming here, aren't we, to get this? That is not going to work. Anyway, I was saying, it looks like the fill and empty are in the same spot, and that's always, at least in the past, in my experience, is a big no-no for Courseplay. Big no-no. Oh, so yeah. Okay, looks like all the stuff I'm purchasing here, even though I'm trying to be Courseplay friendly, is like, this truck probably is not going to work with Courseplay. Well, actually, the trailers are not going to work with Courseplay. We'll try it, though. Field 1, 2 silo. Let's see if it'll work. He should unload the combine. I'm just not sure what he's going to do, because there's, what, 4? Yeah, there's 4 hoppers on these trailers. And to my knowledge, Courseplay still does not support trailers with multiple hoppers yet, even though that is an in-game feature. Obviously, the in-game Wilson trailer has that, so I might have to find something different, maybe get another gravity wagon. Yes, I know the broken gravity wagons, but yeah, we got to have something that'll unload the combines reliably, or more reliably than that trailer will. Also, let me smooth this out here a minute with a little terraforming. I did not realize there was that much of a hump there, because that, yeah, like I said, that's not going to go well for Courseplay. Yeah, we could do a little painting here while we're at it. Why not? I don't have a whole lot of money here because I returned the money we have, and I left myself, what, about 400,000 or so, I think. So yeah, I don't have much, but we need to do what we need to do here. Okay, let's switch to that mode, and I'm going to want flatten mode. Bump that up to the max size here. Yeah, okay, that didn't cost too much. It wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be. And then, oh shoot, now my mouse is broken again. And then just for the, making it look somewhat nice here, I'm going to smooth this back out. I'll set you back down, bump up the strength here. And then middle click. We'll just kind of smooth that out. Be nice if it would actually leave the grass when you do that, so you don't actually have to put the grass back if you want grass, which I kind of do. So, let's switch back to grass here. Is that the one? Kind of looks like it. No, that's not quite the one. I guess that's the one. It should be adding grass back, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. I think in order for that to work, you actually have to have a map that supports that. That's right, now that I remember that. All right, so apparently this map does not support that, does it? Oh well, that's kind of a bummer. Axial flow is slip. Why are you... Oh, you're just unloading. Okay, never mind. You see that message and you automatically think, oh no, something's not right. Which, no, in this case, he's just unloading. Courseplay, come on, Courseplay, you need to fix that. That is annoying that you show that message even though it's unloading. Why it shows that message, I don't know, but it does. Okay, let's get you off the field here, because I didn't bother letting the big bud continue here. I figured the case is doing the job here for a change, finally. So, no sense having the big bud follow behind him, cleaning up his mess. I mean, we did that on the first part of the field there to clean it up, but now that it's good, we don't need to do that anymore. I'll just get rid of that there. And, of course, field 1, once that is harvested, that'll have to be plowed there as well. I think we, only have like one field that doesn't need to be plowed? Wow, field 4 now, of course. Yeah, field 3 does not need to be plowed. What was on field 3 here again? Oh, you know what? Some of these fields are still not ready to be harvested, so I really should get some fertilizer going on some of these fields that need it. Let's check this out here. Field 2, I think needed lime, right? Yes, field 2 needs lime. Field 18 is good on everything. Field 19 needs one more application of fertilizer. And field 2, yeah, pretty much needs everything. Okay, so let's start on that here then this episode. Get some fertilizer and lime going. I'll probably start with fertilizer, then I can put lime, then I can put fertilizer. So fertilizer spreader is going to be working some double overtime here right at the moment. Again, everyone, if you want to check out this map, by the way, link is in the description below for it. Also linked in my mod list. Again, the Windchaser map here. Just keep in mind this is a 4x map. So Windchaser is a 4x map. You're going to need somewhat of a beefy computer to play it. This map also apparently requires you to play on high settings. So if you can't play Farming Simulator on high settings, this map apparently will not work for you. I've never heard of that before, but apparently that's a thing with this map. I know a couple individuals with potatoes for computers have tried to play on this map. And, you know, obviously they can't play on high settings with their computers. And, yeah, this map will not load. Like I said, I've never heard of that before. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. If you do want to play on it, it's got to be on high or higher. So, obviously, you got high for graphic settings, and you also have very high. So, just, again, keep that in mind. I'm thinking this area here might make, like, a nice area for refill silos is what I was thinking. Maybe start putting a couple of those up here because I'm going to need fertilizer and lime. Oh, let's see. Are those under silos here again? Which category are those under? Nope, not that category. Miscellaneous, is that the one? Yes. Okay, and let's go with, we're going to try these here this time around. So we need, how to put these down, seeds. We'll start with seeds here first. Kind of maybe rotate that in there like so. And then we'll do liquid fertilizer, should be fine. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's do, because sometimes we'll have a planter that will hold liquid fertilizer. Let's do herbicide here next. I'll have to move that other spreader here a minute. Then we can do lime. Yeah, lime should be good. Put that right there. And let me move this other spreader here. It'll probably actually let me put the placeable over it. The problem is, then I'm going to have to figure out how to get this spreader here out of said placeable. And I'm actually not entirely sure what would happen. Probably would not be a good thing. So, okay, and what else do I need here? We need, still need solid fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer, right. Liquid fertilizer next. And yes, everyone, there is a very precise reason and a rhyme to the way I'm placing these down. It is somewhat important. Okay, there we go. Basically, my goal here is I'm trying not to have any overlapping fill types here. So I don't have, you know, seeds and fertilizer next to each other. So, you know, if you pull up with a planter that takes both seeds and fertilizer, the fill points are separate, and hopefully you won't have trouble filling a planter. You know, same thing for, you know, a planter that takes seeds and liquid fertilizer. They're separate. Lime and fertilizer, you know what, I probably should have those a little bit further apart, shouldn't I? That might be a little close. We'll see once. Yeah, it should be good, because typically you don't have something that's going to hold both lime and fertilizer at the same time. Yes, these do both hold lime and fertilizer, but not at the same time, so it should be good. Speaking of lime, let's see if this works here. Hopefully we get lime out of this. There we go. Again, it goes back to the entire problem that Giants still has not addressed with multiple fill types. Like, come on, Giants. This has been a problem for as long as we've had stuff like this. Having multiple fill types with equipment that holds multiple fill types. Yeah, Giants just does not handle it. It doesn't handle it well at all, unfortunately. You know, the same thing even goes for the shop, which thankfully there's a mod out there that fixes that. But if you pull up to the shop, let's say this spreader here, the spreader is 2 pieces. You pull up to the shop, which one is it going to give you access to? Is it going to give you access to the spreader portion in the back, or is it going to give you access to the vehicle? You know, it's kind of annoying if you're going to have to detach the spreader portion on the back, or if you're going to have to detach, well, I guess you can't really detach the vehicle. I guess you detach the vehicle from the spreader, but you get what I'm saying there. You know, you'd have to detach one of them depending on which one you want to have access to. Annoying how Giants does that, but oh well. Like I said, there is a mod out there that fixes that, so just FYI on that one. Okay, what kind of progress are we making here? He's making progress on the field. That's good, that's good. Again, it doesn't seem like we're getting very good yield on this field. I don't quite know why. It is fertilized. The only thing it needs is, needs to be plowed. So, which it needs to be plowed, right? Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. I was going to say, it needs to be plowed, and it's not showing it. Oh, yes. The one thing I did do before I took away the money is I did purchase some potato equipment. As I mentioned, I want to do potatoes on this map, or some sort of root crop, and I decided that was going to be potatoes. So, starting out small, got the tow-behind potato harvester. Must not be feeling well. I must not be. I should go check myself for a fever here, because why did I buy that? Why, oh why? Also got the, I went with the larger potato planter here, the 8-row potato planter, to go with our small 2-row potato harvester. Yes, oh well. Also went ahead and purchased an International 1586. That should be able to pull all this. And why am I so laggy here? Seems really laggy. It's, well, it's not the greatest. I mean, 40 or so frames. Okay. Feels like it's worse than that, but, okay. And then we got a John Deere 7810. So this is the 2-wheel drive version here. 175 horsepower, and I believe the 1586 was 170 horsepower. So this should give us enough horsepower here to pull this equipment. I figure the 7810 here, that's why I left it with singles on it for the harvester. It seems like such a narrow tractor. I mean, look at it. It's like really narrow. Almost like abnormally narrow, I would say. Of course, does have the hubs for the duals there, so we can put duals on it, but they don't. We have to go to the shop and configure them. I did put duals on the International here, because like I said, I'll figure I'll pull the planter with this. By the way, if you want to get the International here, the International is linked in my mod list. So the International 15. Actually, it's the International, I believe it's the 86 mod. And there is a 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive version of it. I kind of like the look of the 2-wheel drive version myself, so that's what I got. We'll just leave that up there for the moment. A good potato field. I'm thinking like probably field 3 here, a little bit smaller. I definitely don't want to do a field 2, just way too big. Way too big for potatoes, at least with a tow behind harvester. Maybe once we get the self-propelled one, then we'll do that. But speaking of which, I'm going to need trailer for that, aren't I? Right. Trailer for that. Oh, what's a good trailer for potatoes? Probably don't really have much in the way of good American trailers for potatoes, do I? These probably hold potatoes. They do. I guess we'll probably just end up going like the Joskin here. This is, I don't know for why, but this is like always my go-to trailer here, this Joskin. I guess the price tag is right, and it holds a decent amount at $31,000. That's probably why I always go with that trailer. And it's also a fairly short trailer for smaller combines, and hopefully it'll work with the potato harvester as well. We'll have to find out, I guess. Now, sometimes you almost have to use the smallest trailer with it, which I definitely do not plan on doing. So, yeah. Anyway, let's keep working on the fertilizer here. Run back to our fertilizer spreader. We'll get the fertilizer spreader going. And this, by the way, is the reason I bought 2 of these. One for fertilizer, one for lime. What I really probably should do is like buy another fertilizer box, because we're definitely doing more fertilizing than liming usually. That way I can run 2 fertilizer spreaders. Okay, so field 2 here, we're definitely going to need a Courseplay course for this. Looks like someone cut through this field here at some point. Oops. I don't know if that was me or not. Might have been. And we'll just have a Courseplay start in here somewhere. Oh, that's right. I actually need to have you on that mode. Courseplay will work on fertilizing in this mode. Just keep in mind it will not stop if it runs out, which I have it on hired worker fill, so it shouldn't be a problem anyway, but just say it were to, then it would not stop. So starting location current, let's do 2, 1 headland should actually be enough. The more headlands you do, the more Courseplay typically misses, so try to keep the headlands to a minimum if I can, and 1 should be more than sufficient for this. And then we'll save that as field 2, 36 meter, or was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. Yeah, field 2. Okay, yep. Thinking there, wait a minute, was it field 4? No, field 2, 36 meter spray, fertilize, we'll call it fertilize. Okay. Set you to first waypoint and drive the course. And we'll let him get ahead here a little bit. And then we'll start the lime spreader there as well. So we can do both lime and fertilizer on this field at the same time with Courseplay. Turn that off. There we go. Yep, so you can see the fertilizer going down. And where is our lime spreader? Right here somewhere, isn't it? I think that's where it is. We'll just tab around to it then, I guess. There we go. Axial flow is slipping. He is probably full again. I'm assuming that's what's going on. Again, is like a super annoying message if you ask me. Why does it show that message? Oh, now he's in traffic. Okay, maybe he does have problems this time. And we'll have you start on the first waypoint there, of course. Yeah, thinking maybe I better go look at the combine for a minute just to see what's going on. I wonder if the truck is like pulled up in his way or something. That's probably what happened. Okay, hopefully the other one's far enough ahead. Oh yeah, that's what happened. He just pulled up. It looks like he's fine though. Did you unload? Yeah, he did unload. Okay, so the combine, once the truck gets out of the way, combine should get going here again, I would assume. Right? He is going to run into that building, isn't he? Run smack dab into the building. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. He ran smack dab into the building. Mike, why are you running? My goodness. Come on, really, Courseplay? Really? I really need to see if I can fix this view problem too, because it's like super annoying. Oh, these trailers must hold a lot. 34,000 in there already. I never used these trailers before, so first time using them. And as I was saying, I suspect they probably are not going to work well with Courseplay, so I should probably really look for another trailer. See, this one, I'm assuming this one is 2 as well. I mean, visually it has 2 hoppers, but I'm assuming that actually means it actually has 2 hoppers as well. So that probably won't work. Literally, my only choices, I think, are probably going to be the in-game trailers here if I want this to work well with course. Oh, I do have the Fleagle. That, yeah, well, that is in-game as well. Maybe not quite as European looking as some of these other ones, I suppose. Otherwise, I might just end up going with the Crampy here again. That's really, like I said, there's really not much else for choices. So, at least that'll... What? Why are you doing this, Courseplay? What are you doing? There's no combine over there. That's just a header there, Courseplay. Back to the field with you. Seriously, Courseplay, you're gonna... Why? What in the world is Courseplay doing here? Yeah, just stop that. We'll just unload this here. Okay, reload this course. There he goes. And now, of course, he's going to run it. Well, I guess we'll find out if the unload works here then, I guess. That'll be interesting. Speaking of which, do we have... No, we don't have anything in storage, do we? Just thought I'd check that just to see if there's anything in storage to start the map with. There's not. Which is fine. I was just kind of curious, just happened to think of that. What else do we got here? Yeah, you're still running. It'd be more efficient if you ran the other way on the field, but, oh well. Okay, Courseplay finally finished this here as well, so we can stop you. Unload that course, and we can start planting this field. Oh, begs the question, what shall we plant on the field? Not particular to anything in particular here, so we'll find something and plant it. Ooh, we should, what do we got for multi-fruit here? What do we have for multi-fruit? Go back to here. This should show us multi-fruit, right? We got rice. Okay, and what is wet corn, by the way? Wet corn. Besides the obvious of wet corn, what is... yeah, wet corn. We got Milo. Clover, Sudan grass, and rice. The clover is going to be probably... And we also got alfalfa. We should really try planting that. Maybe, I don't know, is this a good field for that? I suppose we could try that on here. We're going to have to see what equipment we have that we can actually harvest and mow and all that stuff with, because obviously alfalfa, clover, those are more for baling and stuff like that. So, not entirely sure what mods we can use with that. Might involve some testing and or finding mods that work with those crop types. But yeah, we could definitely put that on this field. That'd probably be a good field for that, maybe. So yeah, we'll get the Great Plains going here then. Oh, you know what, everyone? I just realized there is a piece of equipment I have forgotten to purchase here yet, isn't there? Yes. Does anyone know what I've forgotten to purchase? Involves a certain setting near the beginning of this episode, by the way. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, interesting that this is actually all on a 3-point. I find that kind of... I don't know, kind of odd. Seems a little heavy for the back of a 3-point, if you ask me, but I suppose. Unfold sower, what does that do? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, hopefully that takes the tires off the side. Better. Oh, now there are tires on the back. Are they sort of down, I guess? Oh, and I suppose I should fill this here too, shouldn't I? Right. And I'm going to assume you take dry fertilizer. Ah, there we go. Yep. Gotta make sure you have the right ones open. That's actually kind of cool. They actually open individually. So you got the seeds in the front, fertilizer in the rear, which is a little backwards to me, doesn't it? I guess I'm not familiar with this particular planner here, so that could very well be right. I'm just happen to think, you know, the planner styles I see like this, a lot of times the fertilizer is in the front on them, so... Okay, let's put you in... Yeah, we're going to want you in that mode, because that is for... fertilizing and seeding mode. Again, like I said, shouldn't technically matter because he's not going to run out because I have the hired worker set to buying it, but field 4. I'm going to reduce you down to about 8.5. That way he won't miss that much. Hopefully, current vehicle position. Let's do 2 headlands. Maybe we better do 3 just to be safe here. We'll do 3 headlands and generate that course. And before I forget here, too, let's set you on the proper crop type, which is going to be... Shall we go with alfalfa? Oh, there it is. I was just going to say, maybe this planner doesn't even do that, but nope, there it is. Also, I note it plants wet corn. Interesting. First waypoint. Oop, went past it. First waypoint. Drive the course. There we go. So we got our John Deere 8130 here with the Great Plains. I don't know what the model number on this particular seeder is here, but Great Plains seed drill planting away. That should hopefully go somewhat nicely. We also got you working as well. Not much left on that field. If you go the other way, it'll take them a lot less longer, but oh well. Anyway, on that note, everyone, with that, we're going to wrap up this video here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.